is not what we want. Alright. Is the sound working now? Okay, good. Alright. Is the sound working now? Thank God. Because that would have sucked balls. I really hate having issues with streaming. It really sucks. Regenerate, Twisted Abomination. That's a 5/3. Kind of crappy. This guy seems really good. Enters battlefield, draw a card, Dusk Legion, and that's already in our colors as well. So untap is really decent for drafting. You could also play afterwards against all these guys. You probably just have to tell them, hey, who wants to play or whatever. And it is going well, man. How you guys doing? How's everyone doing in the chat? Good to see you, Kevin Wheeler. Thanks for coming by, my dude. Let's see. Attacking creatures get +2/+0. By the way, there's a time counter over here, so we don't have all the time in the world to draft. Deals X damage to target creature or player, where X is 2+ the number of cards named Kindle. That's not great. 12 seconds left. Relentless Rats. Fuck it, we'll go Relentless Rats. If we could get a bunch of Relentless Rats, that'd be awesome. Beer Fest. Alright. Undead Gladiator. Discard a card, return Undead Gladiator from your hand. It has cycling. Ooh, Flash. That's a cool card, but we're not. I think I really want to try and stick with our colors right now because it seems like red is pretty open. Red looks decently open as well as black. Plus we got Grenzo, which he's really solid. He's already a 2/2 and comes with X +1 counters, so he's always on curve basically. Okay. Pyre Hound, that's a great one. We're getting some seriously good red cards. We got that guy. He's decent. Deals damage equal to his power to target creature or player. He's also decent if you could somehow put a an enchantment on him, or attach an artifact to him is also decent. Death's Head Buzzard dies, gets -1/-1 until end of. All creatures get -1. For a second I thought that was a Dark Pact. My phone is dying. Sacrifice a creature. No, it's not as good. Deal 3 damage. This actually goes well. Oh, that's a 5. That's 5 mana. Oh well. I thought that was like 3 mana. Skeletonize. Deals 3 damage to target creature. When a creature is dealt damage this way, dies this turn, create a 1/1 black skeleton creature token. It's an instant, so it's not terrible. There's our Swiftfoot boots that we can attach to our Spike Shot Goblin. Yeah, Beer Fest, drinking beer 3. Nice, man. That's awesome. Is dealt damage deals that much damage to you? No. We're going to go with the boots. I'm surprised this got passed so early. I mean, so late. It's already pick 8, and no one picked that up. It's a really good card, especially in draft. Giving something haste, maybe not many people. Haste and hexproof, not many people, I guess, are running red. But even still, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so we got really nothing in our colors. So let's pick the best card here. White main line is decent, especially if you're going white. Fencing, this protection from red. I think this might be the best one. Cast a red spell, you may gain 1 life. It's double white though. We could go for the land. Yeah, let's go for the land. Fuck it. We're gonna go for the morph land. Ooh, Horror of the Broken Lands from Amonkhet. Interesting. Yeah, so white might be your backup color because it does look like white is open. All these white cards are getting passed, and it looks like not many people are going white. Enters battlefield. You may search your library for up to 3 cards named Squadron Hawk. Well, those 2 cards are crap. Is this a crappy card? We'll go for the Broken Lands. How many people we got in the chat so far? 4 people. What's up, everyone? Good times. All green. Wow, look at that. 4 green cards. That's insane. Maybe nobody's going green. Target creature gets +5, gains trample. The problem is I don't know all these cards. I didn't read all the cards in... I didn't read like the commons and uncommons. I just read the rares. I checked out the rares and the mythics. Search your library for a basic land, record, reveal it. Yeah, let's take it. Let's take the big guy. Put that in our sideboard. Discard a card. Creatures you control gain +1, gain trample until end of turn. That seems decent if you're going red. I mean, if you're going green. Yeah, I mean, Masters 25 draft is probably fun, but again, it's going to be really expensive. So it's up to you if you want to go ahead and draft something that is going to be fun, possibly, but you might not get your worth out of it. I'm just going to take Flash because Flash is awesome. I know I probably should have taken that card, but still, Flash, that new art is fucking beautiful. And Twilight Mire. Well, if we happen to splash green, we can always play the Twilight Mire because we are probably playing black with the Grenzo that we got. Our deck is looking quite interesting so far. So our curve already is going pretty well. Richard Import. This card is like $50. Tap target land. We could take that. I don't even know if it's worth it though. I don't know how good that card is in draft. You guys know if that card is good in draft? I have no idea. I honestly do not know. Enters battlefield. Target player loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. It's 4 mana 2/2. Prophetic Prism. Nobody's going to tell me if Richard Import is good in draft. No one's going to tell me. Alright, fine. We're going to just take the Spike Shot Goblin. Fix up our curve. This is more of like a 4-drop, so I'm keeping it in the 4th-drop slot. The 4-drop slot. Oh, look at that. That's hilarious. That's the combo, by the way. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Pickles Lock. The Pickle Lock combo, but they're right next to each other. That's fucking hilarious. I'm taking that because I don't want to have that happen to me. That's really funny. That's insane. I probably shouldn't have taken it. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken it. That was very impulsive. It was very impulsive. If you don't know what Pickles Lock is, it's a pretty interesting combo that basically locks your opponent out from untapping, I believe, their lands, and it can really suck. Protection from white. If this had flying, it would be really good, but it's just a 5/5. Enters battlefield, blocks a creature, destroy that creature and Loyal Sentry. That seems good, but we're not going white. Thresher Lizard also seems good. Beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life unless an opponent has 10 or less life. No. Oh crap, it picked for me. I wasn't looking. Okay. Oh well. Oh, you've never drafted ever. Okay. No problem, dude. I didn't realize. Yeah, drafting is awesome. You should try it out sometime, man. Drafting is one of my favorite formats by far. You don't have to have a lot of knowledge. You just have to try. Once you start drafting more and more, you'll realize what cards are the best. We're not going to take that. We're going to take... Oh, crap. We're going to take this. So yeah, drafting takes time to learn how to draft well, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be drafting like a pro in no time. I'd say it took me about 15 to 20 drafts to actually get good at drafting, because drafting has its own thing, because you have to be able to judge a card and how good a card is on the fly, and be able to pick the right card, as well as trying to scan how everybody else or the people next to you, what they are drafting. It's much harder actually when you're doing it against people on the computer, because you can't really see their facial reactions or whatever. You can't really see how they're acting, how fast they're drafting. That's also quite important. When it deals with combat, this is a good card, and that's a decent card as well. I think I'm going to take the Skirk Commando. He forces them to block. Right, deals combat damage to a player. You may have it deal 2 damage to target creature that player controls. So if they don't block that, then that could really suck for them. Also has Morph, so you can kind of surprise attack them with that. That seems decent. Doesn't seem terrible. Target creature gets -2/-2. That's a good removal. We need more removal. I was actually starting to get worried that we were not going to get enough removal. Nice, man. Yeah, Unsleeved Media BangCon, that's going to be awesome. I would love to go to that, but unfortunately, I don't have the money. I don't have the money to fly out all the way to Vegas. I believe that's where the BangCon is, right? Vegas. So, but I do want to go if I had the money. Alright, so we could go for another Horror of the Broken Lands. I don't think we have that much cycling. We do. We have 1 cycling. How many cards do we have with cycling? Just 1. So I don't want to bank on that yet. I'd prefer maybe the Prophetic Prism. It's a draw, so we're going to take that. It helps us draw a card, fix mana if we need to. There's another Horror of the Broken Lands. We'll take that. We'll take that. Oh, it's in Minneapolis. Okay. Nice, man. Yeah, if BangCon was 3 hours away from me, I'd definitely go. No question. Protection from white. You may search for Assembly Worker creature card. I think we happen to have 1 Assembly Worker. Where is it? Did we get one? No, we didn't. Okay. We can take... We're going to take the best card here, because I really don't like any of these cards. Enters battlefield, create a 4/4. We'll take the Loyal Sentry. Why isn't it taking it? God damn it. Alright. Yeah, I thought we took that Assembly Worker. Target Assembly Worker creature gets +1/+1. I thought we took that, and we didn't. For some reason, it didn't. Enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent. You may draw a card. We'll take that. Yeah, I heard he was doing a couple. I just didn't know where he was doing them. I thought he was doing 1 in Vegas, but I could be wrong. I think there's a GP in Vegas that's gonna go off soon, so I'm not sure. But switch target creature's toughness. Put target non-land non-land permanent on top of its owner's library. I'll take that. I don't know which one's better, honestly. So yeah, drafting. If you haven't drafted before, I'd advise you to download an app called MTG Instant. It's free, and it will let you draft any set for free. So that also really helped me draft better as well. Sometimes I just on the car ride, let's say I was getting an Uber car ride or something like that or whatever, I would just draft and get better at drafting. Menace, Megamorph. Turn face up. This guy is actually decent. From your hand, Dabble manage your mana pool. Let's see. I think we're going to take this. This is a very good card. 2 drops are also very important. Kevin Wheeler. 2 drops and 3 drops are what you're going to want mostly in your deck. You're going to have like a couple of bombs. So things that can kill your opponent. You do want to try and get a rare. Hopefully. Sometimes you just won't get a rare though. So don't force the rares. Like this one. I know Rishadan Port though is $50, but just because it's $50 doesn't mean it's good in draft. That's also another thing. Knowing what cards are good in draft and what aren't, because draft's a very interesting format that certain cards are actually not that great in draft, but they are great in a regular format like constructed, etc. Game upkeep, you lose 1 life. I don't like that. You know what? We should just take the Rishadan Port, and I'm going to see how it is in draft, because I actually have no idea if this card is good in draft or not. I have no idea. Dominaria seems like the set master should have been. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that? The set master should have been? I don't understand that. On Earth, return target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Thresher Lizard, Balduvian Horde. Enters battlefield, sacrifice it unless you discard a card at random. It's a 4 mana 5/5 crap. We only have 1 second. Target player sacrifices a creature. Diabolic Edict is decent. Creatures you control have menace. Notion Thief. We could always splash for blue. I mean, we actually happen to have a couple of cards in blue that are, well, 1 or 2 cards that are in blue that are decent. Of course, yeah, you if you're trying to go for removal, you always want removal. That's also very important. Should we go for another Thresher Lizard? Fuck it, let's do it. But another thing that's important, removal is very, very important. But you could win games without that much removal. You know, especially if you're going extremely aggressive, if you have a good 2 drops and 3 drops and you're an aggressive deck, if you beat them down fast enough, it's before they get any of their big creatures. Like, think about it. You're going to have to play around other people's rares. So that's why removal is good. Very important, because you have to play around their rares. But you also have to try and play cards before they get their rares and mythics so that you can win. And if you put down cards before they get their rares and mythics, then you're going to win, because they don't have as many cards. They're much slower. So that's why I usually try and build my deck as fast as possible. What are we going for here? I'm going to just take the Shadow Mage Infiltrator, because that's actually a very good card. Ooh, a Thalia. And that's a late Thalia. I knew white was open. I knew it. Because that makes no sense to see on whatever pick this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that makes no sense. Cinderstorm is interesting. That's a finisher. Dirge of Dread. I think we have enough finishers though. I want to have this because this actually goes well. It has cycling, which goes well with our Horror of the Broken Lands. Yeah, look at all these white cards, man. Yeah, the two. Yeah, goblins are also awesome. The goblins are cool in here. I don't think there's a lot of goblins though in this set. There's a couple of goblins. I didn't look at how many goblins though, but I definitely noticed there are some cool goblins in here. I wonder if you could go goblin theme. I actually have no idea. Exile target creature you control in the battlefield. Fuck it, we're gonna take this card. I actually didn't read all these cards again, so I have no idea which ones are good. It's always helpful also before you draft to read the set, read the cards that are in the set. Obviously, if you draft more, you'll eventually know. But if you read the cards prior to drafting, every single card from the entire set, then you will have an advantage over other people that haven't, because then you know, like right now I'm trying to struggle and find out which cards are good, and some people probably already know what cards are good, so I'm just right now kind of in the blind here, just picking out cards that might not be that great. Some of these cards I'm probably not even going to play though, that's the thing. It looks like my deck is almost finished anyways, and there's only a couple picks left. This card's decent. We got 5 people watching. That's cool. Got 5 people in the house. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. That's interesting. I know regrowth was a thing, but I didn't realize that it was in green. I guess it makes sense that it's in green. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. That's a really good card, and that was in pack. That was in the last 4 of the pack. That's a decent card. I mean, I guess people already had enough. Whoever's running green already had enough of that card. Maybe they've already seen it a couple of times. It's much easier in person though, drafting, honestly, because you could really keep track of the cards. Here I have a timer. I'm not sure if there are I think there are timers in real real GPs and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you have a certain limited amount of time that you can draft for each time you get past cards, but I don't think it's as hard as this. I think it's easier in real life. I don't know. I could just be wrong. We have a lot of blue cards in our sideboard. So let's count our cards. We have, oh yeah, why is this here? I don't know why that's here. So we're going to build our deck right now. Disfigured, Nil Spellbomb. Nil Spellbomb's decent in case of where's the chat over here? There it is. Nil Spellbomb is decent in case they have something with graveyard shenanigans. Let's just first count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, why are we counting like that? 3, 6, 9. 9 plus 7, 16. 16 plus 2, that's 18. 18 plus 4, 22. That's not enough cards. We're gonna need to throw in. We could throw in the assembler, but the assembler is kind of just like a bad card to really splash. I mean, not splash. We could splash something, or we could throw in the assembler. Assembler's a bad card in my deck because we don't have any freaking assembly workers. But we can throw in. We could throw in a green card and use that land to splash the Twilight Mire. Discard a card. Creatures you control gain +1 and trample. Or usually I don't have this issue. Usually I actually have the issue where I have too many cards and I have to cut. Now I'm struggling to actually find the card to add in because I dedicated myself to red and black way too early, and then I kind of just stuck through it and I wasn't really paying attention when I probably really should have gone red blue or something, or red white, because white was extremely open. We don't have enough cards though to play white. I love shapeshifters. Shapeshifters are my favorite. I don't know if I ever told you guys that, but shapeshifters are definitely my favorite tribe. They're just the coolest fucking thing in the world. Alright, so fuck it. I think we're just gonna add the assembly worker. It's a 5-mana 4/4. But I mean, we could actually, where's the Shadow Mage Infiltrator? Where is that? I'd like to splash that. Where is it? It's probably farther down here. We'll have to find it. Yeah, look how many cards we have in our freaking sideboard. I'm gonna splash the Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Has fear, and when it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. It's a very, very good card for drawing. When you have good draw and an aggressive deck, that can really get disgusting. So let's do that, and then we'll splash for blue. We can probably play a couple other blue cards actually if we're splashing for blue. I think that makes sense. Let's splash for blue and see what other cards we can play. We could play Sift, but I don't really want to play Sift. And I don't want to play cards with double blue. Where's Flash? We had Flash here. It's funny, I didn't think we were going to actually play this card. But we could put it in our deck. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you do, sacrifice it unless you pay its mana cost. Reduced by up to 2. I'm not sure if that is a good card in our deck because I don't know. See, this card is good if you have a lot of big creatures, but I don't really have a lot of big creatures, so it doesn't really make sense to play it. Curiosity. Alright, so this is what our deck is going to be. Take these cards out. Yeah, white did look good. It did. I don't know if there was any good rares in white, but maybe there was just no good rares and people just didn't want to go white. It's funny, we have a Relentless Rats, but we don't even have another one. Alright, let's announce that we're ready. Are we ready? Let's count one more time. 3, 6, that's 9. 9 plus 8, that's 17. 17, 2 plus 2, that's 19. 19 plus 4. Now we just have to add our lands. So, should I take the Zoeatic Cavern out? Morph. It's basically like a creature, you know? And when you need it, you just morph it. Let's keep that in there. Zoeatic Cavern is not terrible. How many islands should we play? I think we'll put an island in the sideboard as well, just in case. Can we do that? Are we allowed to do that? We are. Okay, good. See, the thing is with Untap, once you finish your deck, that's it. You're done. And they don't let you fix it afterwards. We have to count mana symbols. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just adding lands. How many red do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, by the way, Kevin, another good thing. Thanks, man. Another cool thing that you do with your lands, and if you build decks, then you would know this. You always got to count your mana symbols, and then you do the ratio of that. So that's what I'm doing right now, counting the mana symbols. So we have 1 black, 2 black, 3 black, 4, 5 black, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're 10. Okay, so we have 10 black. This actually technically counts as black because you're gonna want to draw that extra card for Spellbomb. So we can count that as 11 black. So that's 11 black. I forgot how many did we count for red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we're close to half. I would say 9 and 7, but we have these 2 lands. So 8 and 6. Or maybe 8 and 7? 8 and 7. Yeah, no, it's 8 and 7 because we're running 17 lands. Some people run 16 lands. I like running 16 lands usually, but we're just not able to this time, even though we're extremely aggressive. So how many mountains do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna take out. Should we take out? No, we need at least 2 islands. Fuck. 1, 2. If we're running Shadow Mage Infiltrator, we have to have at least 2 islands. So 1, 2. That's 15. That means we should add another swamp. Another 2 swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. We're gonna test this out. Hopefully someone will join our game. I really do love drafting. I really do. It's the first thing that brought me into Magic, actually. That was my first format that I actually really played, because I never had a want to really play Standard, Modern, anything like that. I didn't really, at first, when I first started playing, it was just like, I'm going to have to buy a $300 deck. It's going to take me forever. So I started drafting a shitload, and then once I started drafting a lot, I got more cards to be able to play other formats. So that's what really brought me into Magic, was drafting originally. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna post this up. Masters 25 draft only. Oh man. Hopefully somebody will join our game in the next 2-3 minutes. I was gonna make a video tonight on, what was I gonna make a video tonight on? I have a couple of ideas on what I wanted to make a video on. I'm not sure yet. Okay, perfect. We got somebody to join. Let's hope this goes well. Oh, my deck is already loaded. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's draw 7. Dan, that's terrible. We only have 1 land. Let's zoom in a little bit. Again, only 1 land. Jesus Christ. We have 17 lands in here, so that shouldn't be happening. Alright. We're gonna have to keep this. Let's scry one, and hopefully it'll be a red land. Nope. This will go to the bottom. We're gonna get fucked here. We mulligan to 5. So if we don't draw either a blue land or a red land by turn 3, well, we could always cycle. Alright, we have cycling. We could cycle that if we get screwed here. We just really need to draw into our... oh man, I was just about to say we don't need to draw another black land. Alright, we're gonna... a swamp. I don't know why I just called it a black land. I'm gonna cycle that. Alright. What's he playing? He's playing this guy. Fencing Ace. 1/1 with double strike. We can kill that with this if we need to. Alright, we got our island. That's really good. That's actually exactly what I wanted, because I'd rather actually play Shadow Mage Infiltrator right now over Spike Shot Goblin. This allows us to get some drawing, because we only have 3 cards right now, and this is going to really help us draw some cards. Hopefully we'll get a red land and a couple other cards that'll help us out. So we have a removal spell. I'm actually quite happy with our situation right now, even though we mulligan to 5. Usually mulliganing to 5 is not fun. I don't know why that's why he didn't attack, because we have a blocker. Jesus. Alright, let's attack. Actually, I probably should have waited to play that. I should have waited, because if we draw a red land right now, a mountain. I don't know why I'm calling them red lands and black lands. It's so retarded. I don't know what he's doing. It can only be blocked by artifact creatures. It has fear. Can only be blocked by artifact creatures or black creatures. Never mind. In a real game, that's not how it works. In a real game, you can't just say, oh, whoops, never mind, my bad. Ooh, see, this is why we actually got Prophetic Prism. Now I'm really happy. I'm not a dumbass. I'm not a dumbass. Thankfully. And there's our red land. So either way, everything worked out. We'll probably play Disfigure depending on it. If they play anything right now, maybe we should hold the Disfigure in case they play something more threatening. Because this is just a 2/1, really. And that, on the other hand, is a flyer. So that's why also it can block our Shadow Mage. So we'll play that now. And we'll get to draw another card from the Infiltrator next turn. Target creature gets -2 until end of turn. And we kill it. So let's play. Let's put into the graveyard from the battlefield. You may pay 2. So we could pay 2 right now and exile all graveyards, but let's just see what we can get off of Shadow Mage Infiltrator first. And hopefully we can get something decent. No, now we're getting flooded with lands. Jesus Christ. Alright. So I think we do this now. We'll play this guy, then we'll play the Spell Bomb. At the end of turn, you know what? Yeah, we'll wait. At the end of the turn, we will crack that open. That Spell Bomb open to draw a card. Sorry if my fan was too loud for you guys and wasn't actually supposed to be on. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice. They chose red until end of turn, so that means our guy cannot block, which is fine. That's fine with me. Well, you mean swing 2, don't you? Because it has double strike. And then he's pumping it. So you mean 2 more, not 4 more. This guy is off his rocker. He ain't counting. Maybe he's high. Maybe he smoked too much. 4 more. Why 4 more? Oh, you're right. You're right. So no, it's actually, what is it? It's 6. I take 6 damage, right? No, it's 6. Okay. So my turn. Should we crack it? Let's crack it. We're going to crack it. I'd like to draw a creature. Nope, no creatures. Jesus Christ. We'll see. I'm actually happy that we got this skeletonized because this at least gives us another creature. And we're right now having issues with creatures. We only have 2 on the battlefield. He only has 1, but still, I'd like to kill him faster than he's killing me. Because right now I'm at 12. Jesus Christ, another fucking land. Seriously? This is retarded. I think we've drawn 4 cards off of this guy, and we've only gotten 2 creatures. It's just really ridiculous. So we're going to make a 1/1 skeleton token with regenerate. Let's get the skeleton. Skeleton. 1/1. Really? There's no skeleton? Is this a skeleton? Okay, cool. We got our skeleton. We got. Should I play some music? I've had that people ask me to play music while I'm streaming. Cause I'm too boring apparently. Or just watching Magic is too boring. They have to. Oh, he scooped. That's hilarious. And he left. Wow. Good times. I didn't think my deck was that good. You didn't have to leave, bro. My deck's decent though. That Shadow Mage Infiltrator, see you guys, I told you that thing was gonna come in handy. I knew it. I knew splashing just for that card was worth it. Especially when you want to draw cards. We have actually a lot of good drawing effects in our deck. This draws us a card. We have that other guy that draws us a card. The Spell Bomb. What else do we have? We have the Prism. The Infiltrator. We have Cycling as well. Mountain Cycling. This was a very good deck. This is what a good deck looks like. Just for those people that don't know what a good deck looks like. I'm so full of shit. I'm full of myself. I'm fucking full of myself. It's okay, guys. Alright. That's it. We're done here. Let's see if we could get a another game going. I doubt anyone's going to, because everybody else probably already played their game, and this guy just left early, which was a really dick move. Table flip tactics, exactly. Yeah, dude, he flipped the table. He got pissed off and just, that's it. He was done. So if we can get hopefully one more game going for the stream, that would be cool. I was hoping we could get at least 3 games out of that guy, but Jesus Christ. It's not even like my deck was that punishing. It wasn't even that good. Maybe his deck sucked. Maybe that's what it was. It's probably what it was. Oh crap, I forgot to write in the fucking thing. We're gonna have to end this and start a new one. I forgot to write draft decks only. That was my bad. Check it. Yeah, he was drawing lands, but so was I. It wasn't even close to the game. Game wasn't even over yet. Like, I only had 3 creatures on the battlefield technically. And the power and toughness in total was 3, right? Or not power and toughness, just power in total was 3. So I was gonna be dealing 3 damage every turn. He was at like what, 14 life or something. He had like 4 or 5 more turns left because I was drawing a shitload of lands, and he probably just gave up way too early because there's so many things that can totally change the game in his favor. I didn't have anything too oppressing aside for the drawing of cards. I think that was the only oppressing thing. The only oppressing thing was the Infiltrator, because I was just drawing cards every single turn. But it doesn't really make a difference if you're drawing a shitload of lands. At that point, it's like, oh, let's just draw lands. You know? What are you going to do? I'm going to kill you with my lands? Yeah, that was dumb. Did my phone just die? No, my phone just died. I can't look at the chat now. We're gonna have to fucking plug this in into my computer because my outlet sucks. We could always go here for the chat. But that's really super lame. A win is a win, dude. Yeah, he did defeat himself. He totally just bounced and killed himself. It looks like we're not going to get another game because everybody else that's playing right now, their opponent is probably going to leave after they play that one game. So we're probably just going to play standard maybe. We'll try playing a standard game for you guys. I mean, there's not much else we could do here. Dominaria standard. I actually didn't change any of my decks for Dominaria, so let's just go for a standard game in the meantime. There's not much else to do. I'm really disappointed. I did that whole draft just for you guys so that I can show you what Masters 25 drafting looks like and at least play some games. But gosh, that guy just bounced. That's really a dick move. Don't be a dick. That's the end. The story, the main what is it called? The main fucking point of the story is don't be a dick. That's the lesson of the story. That's what I meant to say. Just don't be a dick. If you're a dick, then other people lose out, you know? I actually want to play my burn deck. I haven't played my burn deck in a while. We're going to play burn in standard. You guys ready for this shit? I'm going to have to change the name, though, of this now. So we're going to change the name to Livestream Standard Gameplay. Let's play my burn deck. This is going to be fun. Some people probably haven't ever seen a burn deck in Standard. Like, I guess you could consider Ruminap Red a burn deck, but it's not really. This is the closest thing you'll ever get to burn in Standard. This is the closest thing. Are we playing against Ruminap Red? Well, not Ruminap Red, Mono Red, theoretically. Okay, so this has like hints of Mono Red as well. Like we have the Soul Scar Mage, and I think we have like 2 Bomat Couriers, but that's it. Which throws them off guard also, because sometimes they'll think that this is a mono red deck. Well, it is mono red, but they would think it's the regular normal mono red deck that you see in competitive play when it's not. Exiled. My bad. Not that it really makes a difference, because I'm playing fucking mono red. I think we're gonna hold off playing the Bomat, because I want to kill whatever he plays next. We'll Harness Lightning whatever he plays next. We also have Dynavolt Tower in this. Okay, he's playing Grixis. I probably actually should have played the Bomat and then held up the shock. That was a mistake. Oh well. Good, I'm happy we got our 3rd land. We really needed that. Alright, so you know what? Let's play the Bomat now. See what he does. If he has a response, he does. I guarantee you he thinks that this is a mono red deck. And a competitive mono red deck. So at the end of my turn, we're gonna actually... should we do a shock now? Let's do a shock. 2. This deck is a lot of fun, but it can lose to a controlling deck like Grixis, because we kind of need to have ways of controlling their side of the board, and if they play a Scarab God, that's an issue. That's a serious issue for us. I could wait, or I can play this now. The Firebrand Archer. I'd rather play the Firebrand Archer into a spell. So we're gonna wait. If we get our 4th land, that would be better. Firebrand Archer is also another fun card that really helps us kill them much faster. Because then we just shock them to the face, open fire to the face, flame lash to the face, and it just deals an extra damage, which is really important. Right now we have 6 plus 4. We have 10 damage in our hand right now to his face. So I'm really hoping we get a Dynavolt Tower here, or another land, which is exactly what I wanted. I don't know if we should play this or we should wait. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat, guys. I took a minute I was concentrating on take the W when you could get it. What is your standard deck? My more regular standard deck is I have a blue-black Drakehaven deck. Beat someone with Lava Axe. Never had so much fun. I won my first game with Lava Axe. That's awesome. Let's pass turn into... Okay. Yeah, it's bad. It was my first deck build, but it was hit him in the face. Hell yeah, hit him in the face. Alright. we're gonna do Flame Lash and hopefully it gets in. If he doesn't have a counter spell, I'm gonna be shocked. Oh my god, he doesn't have a counter spell. That's fucking hilarious. He probably has all removal, guaranteed. I guarantee you he right now has like 3 fatal pushes in his hand and he's trying to like get rid of them. What is this? There's our Dynavolt Tower. This is definitely a good time to play it. I'm happy we held on to the Harness Lightning, because Dynavolt Tower with Harness Lightning is great. He has an Abrade. Guarantee you this is an Abrade coming down right now. No? Counterspell. Why didn't you counter the Flame Lash? That's so strange. I even gave that clear. There was no open mana, nothing for me to do. You could have not taken 4 damage. I guess he didn't want to risk hope maybe like a Hazoret or something. Yeah, Drakehaven's awesome, dude. Drakehaven's a lot of fun. I'm serious. Drakehaven's one of my favorite decks just because of how much fun it is. And it's not even like a really good deck. It doesn't have to be. The fun part about it is, hopefully this is not a counter spell because at least we can get 1 damage in. The fun part about it is the combo potential. Glimmer of Genius. Okay, good. The combo potential with Drakehaven, and certain cards like Jace the Cunning Castaway. If you combo off with him, if you are able to ultimate Jace, then you have 2 copies of him and it gets ridiculous, and then you start getting like tons of copies of Jace and you start making a shitload of Drakes. It's really hilarious and fun. Okay, no response. Good. I want my freaking Firebrand Archer to live. And I don't know how he has 4 cards in hand. Does he have all lands in his hand right now? It makes no fucking sense. What is this? This is what is he playing right now? Here comes Scarab God. Knew it. Called it. I had a good feeling that Scarab God was coming down soon, so. He's getting flooded, but I don't know if that's... Grixis is a very bad matchup for us. Vance's Blasting Cannons. I love this card. I totally forgot that this was even in here. Holy shit. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast that card this turn. Whenever you cast your 3rd spell in the turn, you may transform, which isn't impossible in this deck. If you were able to curve out correctly, you can flip this pretty easily in this deck. He probably doesn't have a negate in his hand, so we're going to pass. This is a non-creature spell, so trigger. That's awesome. I didn't even realize this triggers for any non-creature spells. That triggers for our it triggers for our what should I call it as well? Our Dynavolt Tower. I have a feeling he's gonna take the Bomat Courier and make it into a zombie because it has haste. Let's see what he does. Okay. The Soulscar Mage is in exile. You exiled it. Yeah, I knew he was going to steal the Bomat Courier. I called that. That's the smartest play you do. No question. Hopefully we can get something decent to cast. Exile the top card of your library. If we could get a creature spell... No. If we could get a shock and then play this and then get something else, we can turn that and flip that and then kill him next turn. That's what we need. We need a shock right now to be able to flip it. Because Harness Lightning is not going to do us much right now. We can only block later next turn if we're about to die. But I doubt we're going to die. They would seriously need to be able to... What do they need to do to win next turn? That's really what we need to figure out. If they are able to get their own shock or something, or a lightning strike, then we might die. Because 5 plus 4, that's 9, and then another 9. Oh, wait, the upkeep trigger. Crap. So, even if they swing all out right now, we're going to have to lead back the Firebrand Archer, possibly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, he's holding one back. Okay. Good. That's better for us. Because if he has to kill us next turn. And if he can't, he's going to have a seriously hard time beating us. He should have went the risky route. If I was him, I would have went the risky route. We're going to put one card into play. Crap, it's the Ether Hub. Exile top card. If it's a non-land card, you may cast that card. Shit. So that gets exiled. And if we could get something that deals some damage... Okay, this is interesting. We have to really hope he doesn't have fucking a counterspell right now, because if he does, we're screwed. Nice, he doesn't have a counterspell. Oh man, what do we do here? We could target this. That deals 1. Ah, man, we're 1 short? Really? We're 1 damage short. Because when we cast the Harness Lightning, that'll deal 1 damage because of the Firebrand Archer, which puts him down to 4. Then we could deal a Dynavolt damage. But that's only 3. Alright, we're going to have to pass. See what he does. This is an interesting game. This is a really interesting game. What is he? He's countering that. Alright. Maybe we should have swung. Was that a mistake? He had the Vraska's Contempt anyways open, so it wouldn't have made a difference. He would have just exiled it. So it wouldn't have made a difference if we would have swung. But the Firebrand Archer is now exiled. If we don't... Here's the thing. Right now, we can kill... Right now, we can kill the Bomat Courier and still have... We'll still have 1 energy open. We're going to have to do that. So we'll kill the Bomat Courier, put him down at least 1 more. So we're gonna use the 4 energy that we get. We get 2 extra energy from Dynavolt Tower, which allows us to use all 5 energy if we wanted to. And then this guy gets exiled, and it's his turn. Is he going to forget to gain his life? No, he's not going to forget. Alright, so he's at 6. If we get lucky, see, one of the great things about Vance's blasting cannons is not only does it draw us extra cards, but right now we can kill him if we get lucky enough to be able to get at least 2 triggers off of Dynavolt Tower. If we get 2 triggers off of that, if we get 2 shocks right now, he's dead. Because we have 1 energy, we need to create 4 more energy. What else kills him next turn? A Harness Lightning plus a shock as well also kills him next turn. Does it? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. What kills him? It's not like we're... Well, we actually are probably dead next turn because I think he has a creature in his grave. No, he doesn't. So all creatures are gone. He has nothing to take from the graveyard. That's actually fantastic. This is going well. I should make a deck tech on this. I think that's what I'm going to do maybe later tonight. Maybe I'll make a deck tech on this and we'll show you guys how to play this deck. Whoops, I meant to exile that. That gets exiled. Alright, we got another fucking Harness Lightning. We could deal 3 damage to him, but that doesn't do anything, so we're gonna have to wait. This is starting to get really annoying because we're not drawing any of our good cards that deal damage. We need something to deal some damage right now. We need another Open Fire or a Flame Lash. Will Flame Lash save us? Flame Lash will save us because we'll play Harness Lightning at the end of this turn and target the Scarab God but not use any of our energy. And then we're just going to hope that our next 2 cards is at least some damage, because then we'll be able to use the Dynavolt Tower at the end of our turn. And we just have to hope also that he doesn't have a counterspell as well. Alright. So how much do we net gain? We gain 5 energy. So that puts us to 6 energy. Yo, what's up, Adol Wolf? How you doing, man? Thanks, bro. Good to see you, man. I heard what happened with Knights of the Round Table and how you're not really really there anymore. But dude, I support you, bro, as well, and hope things go well for you. Let's draw 1 face down. There's our shock. Now we just need 1 more card. Crap. Jesus Christ. Seriously? Oh well. GG. Alright, that's game. Alright. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. You take your time, take all the time you need for yourself before you do anything on YouTube. You know, you're healing, you're getting better. That's most important, and it comes before anything else. It definitely comes before anything else. So I think I'm done streaming for tonight so far. We're probably going to make a deck tech later on this burn deck. What do you guys think? Kevin, you enjoy this deck? I enjoy it. I think it's awesome. Open Fire. Vance's Blasting Cannons is a fun one. And our sideboard's interesting as well. This deck is very, very interesting. It's not your typical... Yeah, man. Thanks for coming by, Michael. Yeah, so we're gonna make a deck tech later on this. Thanks to everybody for coming by. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video, in the next stream. So peace out, guys. Have a good one.